Hello, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful holiday this weekend. And today we are going to be talking with Randi Smith from Peanut Butter Fish Lessons. She is going to be doing a really fun New Year's trivia with us all. We're also going to be doing a listen to learn activity. If you are joining us live, go ahead and comment live and where you're joining us from. If you're watching the replay, comment replay and where you're joining us from. I'm actually joining you guys from sunny Arizona. Randi, where are you joining us all from?
From rainy Charlotte.
So we have a link to the listen to learn activity for everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share that as a comment for anyone who hasn't already downloaded this. I'm going to go ahead and share a link. So be sure to download the listening to learn activity.
And the link Amelia is sharing will take you to a map, and you will want to print this out for today's class. We're going to be combining the trivia and the listening today. So if you've done our classes before, it's slightly different in how we are going to do it. So you will want this right away and some colored pencils or crayons to go with it.
If you guys are not familiar with Peanut Butter Fish Lessons, Randi, I'd love for you to give them kind of a little bit of a short description on what you do, what kind of resources that you create.
Sure. I was a speech language therapist for 20 years and then started homeschooling my kids. That kind of overlap. And they both have some learning differences. So I just started creating lots of resources to help them. And they're things I would have used with the kids I worked with that had some learning differences. And it's just grown from there over the last 7 years. So our site has lots of resources for all children, but that are especially helpful to kids who might have a different way that they learn the quote typical way. Not that I actually believe there is anything as typical. So you'll find unit studies, you'll find vocabulary resources, you'll find sorting resources, math resources, lots of different things. And it's really good for like 2nd to 8th grade is kind of our window of ages that the activities are geared for.
So if you guys, I see that we have 2 people joining us live so far. So if you guys are ready to get started, go ahead and put an emoji in the comments. And I would love to give you guys a shout out if you guys want to comment and say hi. I'd love to see everybody who is joining. Bonus points if you can find the firework emoji.
And also, I want to remind people, I posted this today in the group, but we are going to do a giveaway today of a customized mini unit study. So this means if you're the winner, you get to pick a topic. We did this in the fall, and people picked nuclear, what did they pick? No, nuclear weapons was actually the one choice, and apple harvest and kookaburra. So they were all 3 very different topics, but you would pick a topic, and then over the next month, I will make you a mini unit study about that topic, and I will give it to you to use in your homeschool, and then we'll also sell it on our site. So I think, Amelia, we discussed having people comment a word. Do we want to do that now, partway through, at the end? When do you want to do that?
I'll just remind people to comment and share. Do you want to use the word custom?
Sure.
So if you comment the word custom, you will be entered to win the custom mini unit study. And at the end of the video, we'll go ahead and draw the winner.
That sounds good.
Hi, Ruth. It looks like she has Paul and Arthur joining from Virginia. Hi, guys.
Very nice. And hopefully you've got your maps ready to color on. And if you don't, if you're scrambling, you can still answer the trivia questions. You could still participate, but you'll be able to participate fully if you have your map.
It looks like we've got several more emojis in the chat, so I think people are ready to get started.
Okay, let's go. So we're doing this a little different, like I said, than in the past. So we're going to start by me giving you 4 directions to use with this map, and then we'll start the trivia part, and we'll kind of go back and forth then between the trivia and a direction. So we're going to start with 4 directions. So here's the first one. Many people celebrate the last day of the year, New Year's Eve, on December 31st. Write December 31st in the top left corner of your paper and color the fireworks closest to your writing orange. So I will read that again, but if you want to help your kids to figure out where the right place is or how to write the words, go ahead and help your kids. This is just for fun. So the direction is write December 31st in the top left corner of your paper and color the fireworks closest to what you write orange. I'll give you a few more seconds to do that.
Ruth has entered the giveaway. She says that Paul wants to start a tradition of eating sushi.
I like that tradition. It's a good one. All right, we're going to go on to our second direction. Many people also celebrate the first day of the year, New Year's Day, on January 1st. Write January 1st in the top right-hand corner of your paper. Thank you, Amelia, for moving to the next slide. And I'll repeat that. Write January 1st in the top right-hand corner of your paper. All right, the change from one year to the next occurs at midnight. Color the border around the clock blue. And so that direction was color the border around the clock blue. And you'll see the clock says midnight.
Looks like we have a few people joining us now. In the comments, you'll find a link to the map that Randi is talking about and walking us through the different listening to learn directions. So you can print it out and get crayons or colored pencils to be able to participate. You can also just participate in the trivia questions and color your map after.
Yeah, we just have one more direction before trivia question, our first trivia question. So, all right, different places have different traditions for celebrating the new year. Color the fireworks below the clock green. So color the fireworks below the clock green, and we'll go on to our first trivia question. All right, so here it is. Which of the following countries is the first to celebrate New Year? Not everybody celebrates the New Year at midnight at the same time. So which is one of the first? China, Russia, Greece, or the United States? So you can go ahead and take your guess in the comments. You can use the letter in front of the country and just guess the letter, or you can write out the country. That's up to you. Which country is one of the first to celebrate the new year at midnight?
What do you guys think? Share in the comments. I am going to guess B. I think that it is Russia.
Okay. Let's see. We have a guess for China. Any more guesses here? And I'll tell you the answer and give you your next direction to follow. All right. Amelia is correct. It is Russia. So they are one of the first to celebrate New Year's because their eastern border is near the international date lines. The international date line is like an imaginary line that goes from the North Pole down to the South Pole, and that's where the new day starts. And they are one of the closest countries to that. So go ahead and find Russia on your map and color the fireworks on their country red.
Oh, Paul and Arthur got the answer correct. Good job, guys.
All right, so find Russia on your map and color the fireworks on their country red. And we'll go on to our next question. All right, look at your map and find South Africa. And what season do you think it is in South Africa on New Year's Eve? Do you think it's winter, spring, summer, or fall in South Africa on New Year's Eve?
I'm going to say I think that it's spring. So I think the answer is B. Paul says that he thinks that it's C, summer.
Okay. See if we have any other answers. All right. Well, Paul is correct. It is summer. So while it's winter in the northern hemisphere, which means above the equator, it is summer in the southern hemisphere, below the equator. So it sounds strange to us to think that, like in Australia, it is summertime when it is Christmas and when it is New Year's. So that seems strange to us, but that is how it works. All right, so since it is summer in South Africa, they have many outdoor festivals to celebrate the new year. Draw a black music note above South Africa, as music and dancing are a large part of the celebrations. So the direction was to draw a black music note above South Africa. All right, we're going on to our next question. So we're talking about New Year's traditions today, and many New Year's traditions are meant to bring people what? Are they meant to bring people a new baby, a new house, a piece of important mail, or good luck? What do you think many New Year's traditions are meant to bring people?
Hi there. I see that we have another people joining us live. You can enter to win a custom mini unit study from Peanut Butter Fish Lessons by commenting custom. If you haven't downloaded the map so that you can follow along with our directions, you can go ahead and grab the link in the comments and join in the trivia.
All right, we got one guess for good luck.
I'm also going to guess good luck.
It's a good guess. All right, this is kind of an easy one. It is for good luck. And in Brazil, they have an interesting tradition. So go ahead and travel west on your map to Brazil. And along the coast there, people throw white flowers into the ocean for good luck on New Year's. So draw a flower to the right or east of Brazil and color the water around it blue. Give you that direction one more time. Draw a flower to the right or east of Brazil and color the water around it blue. All right, we're going to stay in South America and learn about another interesting tradition. So what do you think people carry on New Year's Eve in Colombia if they want to travel in the new year? Do you think they carry around an empty suitcase, their passport, airline tickets, or a map? So on New Year's Eve, what do they carry around to help inspire some travel in the new year?
I think that my answer is going to be B, their passport.
Okay. That would be easy to carry around.
Arthur says they think it's A, an empty suitcase.
All right, that would look a little weird being carried around.
And Paul thinks that is D, a map.
Okay. That could fit easily in your pocket. Not draw too much attention to yourself. We don't have any more guesses. Arthur is actually right. It is an empty suitcase, which probably looks slightly ridiculous. But I mean, if everybody's doing it, then I guess it looks completely normal, right? But it sounds a little silly. So go ahead on your map and draw a brown suitcase near Columbia and color the fireworks near there yellow. So I'll repeat that for you. Draw a brown suitcase near Columbia and color the fireworks near there yellow. All right, we're going to move on to our next trivia question. So in the United States, people gather where? To watch a ball drop on New Year's Eve. Okay, now maybe there's more than one place, but this is like the big one. Okay, the big event where there is a ball that drops on New Year's Eve. So do people gather in Washington, D.C., New York City, Chicago, or Miami? Where is the big event on New Year's Eve to watch the ball drop? You might see it on TV, but where is it actually taking place? All right, we seem to have some consensus here. We got 3 guesses for B.
And I'm also going to say New York City as well.
All right, it's an easy one. So yes, it is New York City. You can see the ball there. So it's a whole bunch of lights and everyone counts down together as it slowly descends. So maybe you've done that watching from home, or maybe you've actually gone to New York City. I've never done that. You have to get there hours ahead of time. That just never sounded like that much fun to me. All right, so here's your direction. Color the ball bright colors on your paper. This is color the ball bright colors and the pole silver. And I'll say that one more time. Travel to New York City on your map and color the ball bright colors and the pole silver. All right, moving on. I'm going to go across the ocean to Spain. And in Spain, people eat 12 what at midnight? And again, it's for good luck. Do they eat 12 hot peppers, 12 fish, 12 grapes, or 12 olives? What do you think people eat 12 of at night? At midnight, I mean.
This is a fun question. What do you guys think? I think that it is C. I think that it's grapes.
Okay. Let's see what other people think. All right. We have a guess for olives, a guess for fish, and a guess for hot peppers.
And another guess for
olives.
So completely split on all the different answers. So one of us is going to be right.
Yes, one of you will be right. And it is you, Amelia, I think, right? You said grapes, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes,
I did.
It is grapes. Okay, so this could be an easy tradition to do at your house on New Year's Eve. So your direction is to draw a green grape near Spain. So find Spain on your map and draw a green grape. 12 fish would be hard.
I think so, unless they were like little tiny sardines.
It'd still be a lot. There'd still be a lot of fish. All right. Now we're going to stay in Europe. And in Greece, people smash a pomegranate at midnight, again for good luck. So do you all know what a pomegranate is? Is it a nut? Hot peppers would be hard to eat well.
Yeah.
That is a very good point. Fish might actually be easier than that. All right. So is a pomegranate a nut, a cake, a squash, or a fruit? What do you think a pomegranate is? All right. Well, Paul and Arthur say it's a fruit and they eat it on salads. Are we sure they're right? Are we sure it's not something else?
I'm also going to guess that it is a fruit.
All right. See if anybody else is going to jump in here. Since Paul and Arthur say they eat it, they've made a pretty good case that they are correct. It is a fruit. You can see a picture of it here. You can see those seeds in it. So the seeds are what people eat. And when people smash it on their doors at midnight, the idea is the more seeds that fall to the ground, the better luck they will have in the new year. So that's the idea behind smashing the pomegranate. And I believe it is hung up as part of like Christmas decorations. That's why they have like one handy ready to smash on their door at midnight. So go ahead and draw a red fruit near Greece. That is your direction. So find Greece on your map and draw a red fruit. All right, and someone says they were overthinking it and they were gonna say a squash. Well, and sometimes things that you think are like a vegetable are actually a fruit. And so sometimes, yeah, it is more complicated. All right, a fruit is a plant, a piece of a plant that has seeds in it. So lots of things are fruit that we think of as vegetables. All right, we're going to move over to Asia. And in case you didn't know, Chinese New Year is a different date than many other New Year celebrations. Okay, and I'll tell you when it is this coming year in a minute. But why? Why do they have a different date for their New Year? Is it because they follow the Julian calendar? Is it because they just want to be unique? Make up their own New Year's? Do they follow the lunar calendar? Or do they celebrate the new year on their leader's birthday? So why is Chinese New Year on a different date than other New Year's celebrations?
Looks like we have a vote for C, that they follow the lunar calendar. And
Okay.
I'm going to guess that one as well. Arthur is also guessing C. So far,
Right.
we're pretty sure. And Paul. So yeah, we all think that it's lunar calendar.
Good, good. And lunar means moon. Okay. And you're correct. You might hear of it called Lunar New Year. And it's not just China. I know like Korea celebrates it the same time. It's February 10th this coming year. All right. So you can look out for that in February. And there's probably a few other countries I'm forgetting that also celebrate New Year's on February 10th. So here's your direction. Red is an important New Year color to China. And to them, it represents good fortune and happiness. So go ahead and color China red on your map. All right, red represents good fortune and happiness to them. So go ahead and color China red. All right, we've got 2 more questions. We're going to stay over there in Asia, and we're going to go to Japan. And in Japan, they eat long noodles on New Year's because they symbolize a long life. So here's your question. What are these noodles called? Are they called soba noodles, penne noodles, lo mein noodles, or egg noodles? What are the long noodles in Japan called? All right, we got some nice soba noodles. So they eat long noodles because they symbolize a long life.
I'm going to guess that it is also A, soba noodles. What do you
Okay.
guys think? Do you think it's soba noodles, penne noodles, lo mein noodles, or egg noodles? So we've got Arthur thinks that it is penne noodles, Paul thinks that it's lo mein noodles, and Ruth also thinks that it is soba noodles. So there's all of different opinions.
Nobody thinks it's egg noodles.
Nobody thinks it's egg noodles.
All right, that's all our guesses. Soba noodles is correct, and you can see a picture of soba noodles there. And your direction is to draw a bowl of noodles near Japan on your map. So go ahead and draw a bowl of soba noodles near Japan. All right, here's our last question. So in Australia, there's a big fireworks show at midnight over the harbor, and it includes this building here you see in the picture. You might have seen this building. It's very unique looking. Australia is also one of the first countries to celebrate New Year's. You might see them like when it's the afternoon here on the East Coast. In the United States, if you're out west, it would probably be in the morning, is when Australia will celebrate their New Year's. So here's your question. What is this building that you might have seen on TV? All right, we already have some answers here. So is it the Taj Mahal, the Sydney Opera House, the Sydney Chapel, or the Potala Palace?
So it looks like Ruth, Paul, and Arthur all are guessing Sydney Opera House. And I'm also going to guess Sydney Opera House.
All right. Let's see if we have any other guesses. Oh, maybe that other guess was for B as well. Sometimes it's hard to know if it's for the last question or this question. Okay. We have winners. It is the Sydney Opera House. And I put that picture there of like an overhead view. So you can see it kind of comes out in a little peninsula. It's a very cool building. And I think if you really want to, I think you can find online some like directions on how to like build your own model of it. I feel like when I made our Australia unit study a couple years, I found that. So it's a pretty cool building. All right. Oh, I got to give you your direction. So color the last firework near Australia purple. And that is your last direction for today. So what I would like to know is, are you going to incorporate any of these traditions in your New Year's celebration this year? Do you think you might smash a pomegranate or eat some soba noodles or grapes? Is there anything that sounds good to you? If so, go ahead and tell us in the comments if you want to use any of these, or maybe you already do one of these. Maybe this has already been part of your family's culture, then share that.
I think that soba noodles would be fun.
Mm-hmm. That could go with the sushi. You could have some sushi and some
exactly.
soba noodles. Mm-hmm. Definitely. If you enjoyed this, I encourage you to go to our website and grab our whole mini unit study and then this whole fact pack, which is more about New Year's Day traditions. They're both free right now, and so you can grab both those for free at that link shown there. And let's see. Somebody wants to add the soba noodles. Arthur wants to watch the ball drop. That's what we will do most likely. And Australia's fireworks, that would be fun because I'm sure you could find a live stream of that on like YouTube or something. Or maybe one of their local news stations. So that would be fun.
Yeah, I did that for New Year's with my family once, watching the Australian fireworks show. It was amazing.
Very
so it's
cool.
a lot of fun.
All right, if you missed it at the beginning, we are giving away a custom mini unit study. So that means if you're the winner, you get to pick the topic. I had shared at the beginning, we did this in the fall, and people picked all different topics. One family picked nuclear weapons, one picked apple harvesting, and one picked kookaburras, which are a bird. So you can win a mini unit study. You would just pick the topic, and then over the next month, I would make you the mini unit study. But to do that, to be in the drawing, you have to comment with the word custom. Okay. And so go ahead and do that, because I'm not sure that anybody has commented that. So you have a very good chance of winning.
It looks like we do actually have an entry with Ruth was entered to win the custom mini unit study. Do you want to keep a giveaway open for another 24 hours, or do you want to?
I think that's a good idea. Let's keep it open for another 24 hours.
Okay, Ruth has a real good chance, so you guys better go ahead and comment, because
give them some competition.
Thank you so much, Ruth, and everyone else who has joined this live stream. If you guys are watching on the replay, be sure to comment replay to let us know that you're joining in, and comment custom to be able to have a chance to win a custom mini unit study. Thanks so much, Randi, for joining us and sharing some really interesting traditions for around the world.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. I'm glad you all had fun, and I wish you all a happy new year.
You too. Okay, bye everyone.